So we're going to start with our ultra clear glycerin soap base. We're going to cut it up into small little pieces. I'll link it in the description box below, and then we're going to put it in a microwave heat safe bowl. Now I use about 1/4 of a teaspoon of cornstarch and mix it in real well. I think I used about 8 tablespoons of the glycerin base itself, and now we're going to put in glycerin. About 5 teaspoons, mix it in real well again. Then we're going to add like 1 tiny teaspoon of water and about 1.5 teaspoons of baby oil. And of course we're going to mixy, and then we can put in the beads. You can put in as little or as many as you want, especially for those who have trypophobia. So now we're going to go ahead and empty it out of the container. I will say that it is pretty hard and firm, so if that's something that you like, then I'd say that this one is definitely for you. It's bendable, kind of, but it's very greasy. I couldn't figure out a way to absolutely omit the greasiness, and so that's why I have a glove on. And so they're pretty easy to pick out. It can be any sizes that you want, any size of the beads. Some are a little more harder to pick out, but yeah, huge emphasis on the greasiness. Make sure you just wash your hands afterwards. And there's your picky pad. And now here it is, all picked out. All the beads on the napkin. Now we're going to put it back in a container to put back in the microwave. And here it is. Now we're going to head on to option 2, which is a gel wax base. We're going to start by cutting it into small pieces, as small as we can. It's kind of squishy. Then we're going to pop it into a pan that's only used for the gel wax. A candle warmer would be even best, or a candle wax warmer. But if you're using the stovetop, make sure it's on medium to low heat. There will be some smoke emitting from it. Just make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, and make sure you're using a utensil that's not plastic like I am. So you're going to make sure it's melted thoroughly all the way with no clumps. So once it's all clump free, you're going to pour it into the heat-resistant, microwave-safe bowl. And then you're going to start putting in the beads, rocks, whatever you want, however many you want. I will say that it cools off and solidifies rather fast. It has like a gummy, hard texture to it. And don't worry, if you make a mess, it can just peel right off like you see here. Although depending on the surface that it falls on, it can get messy and dirty. So now you can pick them all out. You can even take it out of the bowl if you want to, whichever way is more comfortable for you. Put in as many beads as you want. I like to keep it clear, that way you know all the beads are out, so you won't risk any beads being left in when you're microwaving it for reheat. There will be some slight film left over on your hands. Just make sure you wash your hands after using it. So it's kind of like the previous one, just not as greasy, but still always wash your hands after. So for our gelatin mix, we're going to use about 4 ounces of plain unflavored gelatin. I like to use the Knox brand. And we're going to pour it in our bowl. Then we're going to pour in about 12 ounces of glycerin. I use the cosmetic grade. Then we're going to pour it all together and mix it in. Try to mix it in as thoroughly as possible. There will be some clumps. If there are still some present, that's okay. Pour in 1/2 cup cold water. Let it sit for 5 minutes so all the water can absorb the powder. Now add 1/2 cup hot water. Stir thoroughly. Now at least refrigerate for 2 hours to make it turn into jelly. Once you're ready to reuse, just cut it up and put it into a microwave safe heat bowl and microwave for about 30 seconds at a time. Please keep an eye on it and be careful when handling it. You can now put beads inside of it to pick out. Since this recipe does call for water, it is prone to growing mold, maybe a little mildew around it as well. So it's best to always keep it refrigerated, because if it's left out, it will grow mold. So this one isn't a part of the DIY picky pad base. I thought it would be cool to share. It's more of like a squishy toy consistency, kind of jelly-like. The texture didn't happen overnight. I'd say it took a few days to get where it is now. I couldn't put any beads in it, unfortunately, so it wasn't like an actual picky pad. I put CMC powder and some other ingredient from it. I got it from Michael's. Really easy to do. This one didn't turn out right at all. I think I used like vinegar and cornstarch. Up next, we have the typical A and B silicone equal parts mix. So we're going to go ahead and put equal parts A and B, mix it really well, make sure it's all together. And if you want, you can put in some pigment to make it pop out, whatever color you want. Continue to mix it in real well, even add in mica powder if you want. Now you add in your beads, whatever beads or charms you want. I'm using these little pearl ones. I think it's real cute. It stands out. And then you're going to add in some more beads if you do want to. You don't have to. Now we're going to pour it all in evenly all around. So once that's done, you're going to let it sit for maybe about 8 to 12 hours, sometimes a little sooner. And then you're going to demold it carefully. Make sure it's not sticky. If it is sticky, just leave it alone and let it sit a little longer. One thing about silicone is that it picks up dirt really quick, as you can see. So for a ready-made silicone alternative, this brand is called Silicone. It's sold in the color blue on Amazon, but I think on their official website you can request white and other colors, I believe. It no longer comes in this packaging, and it's sold on Amazon for about $26. It's slightly sticky, but still a great option to make picky pads with. The beads and charms come out nicely and they're not hard to get out at all. But if you're not cool with it being blue, this may not be a great option for you. Lastly, we have composite mold that's sold on Amazon. I personally never tried them before and they're a bit on the costly side, but if you want to go ahead and try them out, go for it. This other one is called Flexi Mold. I'm not familiar with them. I've never tried them, but this is how it is. It's reusable as well, just like the others. It's also a bit costly, but if you're willing to try it out, go for it. If you guys enjoyed that video, please subscribe for more. Thanks.